Numbers are so much a part of daily life that we rarely stop to think about them. Yet behind these familiar symbols lies a world of mystery, history, and mind-blowing facts. Here are 10 little-known truths about numbers that will change how you see math forever. It's a number that means nothing, yet it's the foundation for almost everything. We are, of course, talking about zero. It seems utterly essential, but for millennia, some of the world's most advanced civilizations thrived without it. Imagine the Roman Empire, builders of the Colosseum, using a numeral system so cumbersome it had no way to represent the concept of nothing. Their system was adequate for carving dates, but for complex arithmetic it was a dead end. The ancient Egyptians, masters of geometry, faced a similar void, a conceptual gap that limited their mathematical horizons. This wasn't just an abstract problem, it had profound practical consequences. Without a zero to act as a placeholder, how could you reliably distinguish between 25, 205, and 2500? Early systems sometimes used a blank space, but this was ambiguous and led to errors. To perform calculations, merchants relied on tools like the abacus, where an empty column could represent zero. The idea was there physically, but the abstract symbol, the key to unlocking higher mathematics, was missing. The revolutionary breakthrough came from ancient India around the 5th century AD. During a golden age of discovery, Indian thinkers didn't just invent a symbol. They embraced a profound philosophical concept. They called it shunya, a Sanskrit word meaning emptiness or void. This wasn't just about an empty column, it was about giving form to nothingness itself. The earliest definitive appearance of a symbol for zero, a simple dot, is found in the Bakshali manuscript. This dot would evolve into the oval we know today. It was the great Indian mathematician Brahmagupta who, in the 7th century, formally established the rules for using zero. He defined that adding or subtracting zero from a number left it unchanged, and that multiplying any number by zero resulted in zero. He even grappled with division by zero. For the first time, zero was treated not just as a placeholder, but as a legitimate number with its own unique properties. From India, this powerful idea began a long journey westward, carried along trade routes to the Middle East. It was eagerly adopted by Arab scholars in Baghdad's Great House of Wisdom. Here, the Sanskrit shunya was translated into the Arabic sifa, which means empty. This word, sifa, would eventually give the Western world both cipher and, after a long linguistic journey, zero. The concept reached Europe in the 12th century through the Italian mathematician Fibonacci. But its adoption was not immediate. Many were suspicious of this new number, with some even banning its use. However, its practical advantages were undeniable for merchants and astronomers, and it slowly replaced clumsy Roman numerals. This adoption ignited a revolution. The development of algebra, calculus, and physics would have been impossible without zero. And its most profound impact is the one you're experiencing right now. The entire digital universe is built upon a binary system, a language of just two symbols, 1 and 0. Every email, every video is ultimately a vast sequence of ones and nothingness. From a philosophical concept of the void, the invention of zero provided the bedrock for our modern technological civilization. Fact 2. The magic of 7. Have you ever wondered why the number 7 appears so frequently, woven into the very fabric of our cultures, beliefs, and even our psychology? It's a number that feels special, almost magical. Across civilizations and throughout history, 7 is overwhelmingly considered a lucky or mystical number. But its significance runs far deeper than mere superstition. It's a prime number, indivisible and unique, which may be the mathematical root of its mystique. Our journey into its power begins in antiquity. We know of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, a testament to human ambition, from the Great Pyramid of Giza to the Lighthouse of Alexandria. But the pattern extends further. The Eternal City, Rome, was famously built upon 7 hills, and ancient mariners spoke of sailing the 7 seas, a term capturing the vastness of the world's oceans. This reverence for 7 permeates the spiritual realm. In the Abrahamic faiths, its presence is profound. The book of Genesis describes God creating the world in 6 days and resting on the 7th, establishing a divine rhythm for time. The Bible is replete with sevens, from the 7 deadly sins to the apocalyptic visions in the book of Revelation, with its 7 seals and 7 trumpets. In Judaism, the 7-branched menorah symbolizes creation and divine wisdom. In Islam, pilgrims circle the Kaaba 7 times during the Hajj, and the Quran speaks of 7 heavens. Eastern philosophies echo this, with the 7 chakras in Hinduism representing core energy centers, and the 7 steps of the infant Buddha signifying his authority. The universe itself seems to count in sevens. The 7 days of the week are named for the 7 classical celestial bodies visible to the naked eye: the sun, the moon, and the 5 planets known to the ancients. When light is split by a prism, we see 7 colors in the rainbow. And in music, the diatonic scale, the foundation of countless melodies, is composed of 7 distinct notes. So, is this all just coincidence? Cognitive science suggests otherwise. Scientists have found that people are more likely to choose the number 7 when asked to pick a number at random. Psychologists theorize this is because 7 feels unique. It's a prime that avoids the boundaries of 1 and 10, and the exact middle of 5. This points to a deep-seated psychological preference, further illuminated by psychologist George A. Miller's famous work on short-term memory. His concept of the magical number 7 plus or minus 2 suggests our brains are naturally attuned to processing information in chunks of this size. From the structure of our week to the capacity of our minds, 7 resonates with a unique power, a symbol of completeness, perfection, and mystery that continues to captivate us. The Roman numeral system is elegant but limited. Without a 0, it was impossible to do advanced calculations. This is one reason why Roman numerals are still seen today in decorative or symbolic use, but never in science or finance. In parts of East Asia, the number 4 is avoided because the word for 4 sounds very similar to the word for death in languages like Mandarin and Japanese. Many buildings skip labeling a 4th floor, similar to how Western buildings sometimes skip the 13th. A googol is the number 1 followed by 100 zeros, a value so large it's nearly impossible to imagine. When Google's founders were brainstorming names for their new search engine, they chose Google, a playful misspelling of Google, to reflect the massive scale of information their platform would organize. Although infinity is often treated like a number, it's actually a concept. It represents something unending, larger than any number we can count. In mathematics, infinity has fascinating properties, such as the fact that some infinities are bigger than others. Pi, the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, begins with 3.14159 and continues infinitely without repeating. Computers have calculated trillions of digits of pi, but will never reach the end. It's one of the most mysterious and beautiful numbers in mathematics. In math, a perfect number is one that equals the sum of its proper divisors. For example, 28 is a perfect number because its divisors, 1, 2, 4, 7, and 14, add up exactly to 28. Perfect numbers are rare and have fascinated mathematicians since ancient Greece. Today, negative numbers are obvious and essential, but for centuries, mathematicians refused to accept them. Many saw them as meaningless, since you couldn't have a negative amount of sheep or coins. It wasn't until the Renaissance that negatives became widely accepted in mathematics. Numbers don't just describe the world, they influence us. Retailers price items at $9.99 instead of $10 to make them seem cheaper. Sports players often believe certain jersey numbers bring luck. Even politics, religion, and architecture are filled with hidden numerical patterns that shape decisions and beliefs. Our journey through the world of numbers comes to a close, but the story they tell is infinite. We've traveled back in time to witness the birth of zero in ancient India, a concept that revolutionized mathematics by giving a name to nothingness, and in doing so, unlocking everything. We've explored the curious persistence of the number 7, a figure that echoes through our religions, our myths, and even our natural world. We've grappled with the cumbersome yet enduring legacy of Roman numerals and marveled at the elegant, unending mystery of pi, a number that holds the secrets of every circle in the universe within its infinite digits. From these ancient mysteries to the frontiers of modern science, one truth becomes clear. Numbers are so much more than mere symbols on a page. They are the fundamental language of the universe itself. This universal tongue connects the grandest cosmic phenomena, like the slow, majestic dance of merging galaxies, with the most intricate biological processes, like the precise coding within our own DNA. Every star that burns, every planet that orbits, every wave that crashes on the shore, they all follow a script written in the language of numbers, revealing a hidden order and a breathtaking elegance that underlies all of existence. And we, as a species, are its fluent speakers. Our ability to understand and manipulate this language has empowered us to build civilizations, to compose symphonies, to cure diseases, and to reach for the stars. It is the ultimate tool that transforms imagination into tangible reality. As we stand on the cusp of a new era, one driven by data, algorithms, and artificial intelligence, our relationship with numbers is becoming more intimate and powerful than ever before. They are the key to unlocking the next great frontiers of science, technology, and perhaps even our own consciousness. So, as we close this chapter, the conversation continues with you. Which number fact surprised you the most? Was it the profound potential of 0, the cultural significance of 7, or the infinite complexity of pi? Is there a number that holds a special significance in your own life? Or a mathematical mystery you'd like us to investigate next? Share your thoughts, questions, and your own favorite numerical wonders in the comments below. This community is built on shared curiosity, and your insights fuel our next quest for knowledge. If you believe that learning is a lifelong adventure and that there's always another layer of reality to uncover, then you've found your home here at FactQuest. Show your support by liking this video, which helps us reach more inquisitive minds just like you. And to ensure you're with us for every future discovery, be sure to subscribe and ring that all-important notification bell. We have so much more to explore together, from the paradoxes of infinity to the secrets of the quantum realm. Join us on our next journey. Thank you for watching.